picture. 3 eggs at one go. You can almost smell them frying. New pictures from Russia show the heroic Red Army in action on 3 sectors of the line. First, on the Stalingrad front. Here, following the stubborn defense on the approaches to the Volga, where the Soviet had been resisting terrific German pressure and contesting every yard of the way, the Russians drove the enemy back north and south of the city. Though many German divisions still remain in the huge pocket formed in front of Stalingrad, our ally continues to gain successes on this front. And meanwhile, Hitler's promise to capture the city still remains to be fulfilled. Some of the fiercest fighting of all time has been taking place in this area, and the Red Army has inflicted very severe wounds on the enemy. Further north, General Zhukov's forces have also passed over to the offensive, breaking through near the upper reaches of the Volga, advancing many miles and killing many thousands. Russian artillery blasted the German positions and Russian airmen bombed them, cracking the enemy's front lines here and clearing a way for tanks and infantry to go forward. In the first days of the offensive on this sector, the Red Army broke through the enemy defences on a 70-mile front, penetrating at some points to a distance of 30 miles. As each locality was freed, the population came back to find their homes and villages often enough totally destroyed. At a place called Kondrakovo, the Germans had enslaved the whole population, giving each person a number plate to wear and forcing them all to work for the invader. This woman and her daughter had been living in the wreckage of a car after the burning of their home. Heavy rains preceding the first snows of winter made the advance terribly difficult in many places, but the Red Army continued its push in spite of every obstacle. This is another liberated town, Karmanovo. Not much more than a ruin now, but in Russian hands again. The Germans had a frontline cinema here, where no doubt they saw pictures of the Führer promising to win the war any day now. Zhukov, a town near the sources of the Volga, had been made a key point of resistance by the Germans, but the Soviet troops took it. And they killed 45,000 German officers and men in the fighting. A huge amount of equipment, of course, was taken. The advance continued in the direction of Rzhev and Vyazma, with the successful results which we know. Not the least of these results have been more prisoners, and here's rather an interesting sidelight on the prisoners. 2 men of the 351st Infantry, one age 47, the other only 17. Just one instance of the increasing drain on German manpower. And finally, pictures from the northern sector, where the city of Leningrad has held out against all attacks. Here again, with armoured trains, with heavy artillery, and, as always, with Russian courage and determination, heavy blows have been struck against Hitler's schedule. And all the time, prisoners have been coming in. A group marches through the streets of Leningrad. It's lucky for them that they were strongly escorted by Red Army men. Hitler's new order is not very popular in Russia.